So, sisters, that just is not cool. Get your stuff together and raise your kids. Um, I'm not saying you gotta be taking the route like me, trying to homeschool your kids and feed them and cook them multiple times, cook for them multiple times a day. I go hard, so I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, dang, um, tuck them in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and brush your teeth with them. Do something so that they know you enjoy being their mother. Because trust me, they enjoy being your child, and it's only fair to these babies. Um, so we're gonna take the question. Today's question is what prompted this topic was, and it goes a little bit deeper. Lady, I know that you have gone through divorce, and what did you do when it came to your children? Um, I was honest. I let them ask whatever questions they wanted to ask, and I told them the truth. My first marriage, um, once my kids started asking questions, it was prompted from my ex-husband, not from me. Um, I painted a very good light for my ex-husband, and then when he came into the picture acting otherwise, my kids came and questioned me, and that's when I realized that I cannot and will not lie to my children, um, even if they don't understand, even if they don't want to hear it. I still will only tell them the truth. Excuse me, and pray that they will seek their own truth as well, because they always say there's three sides to the story: his, hers, and the truth. So I don't at all discredit my first husband's side of the story. However, it is very distorted, and the fact that he went to my children and he's telling my children any type of accounts, forced me to sit my son, my oldest son and oldest child, down and explain to him what domestic violence meant. And that was a very turning point in my motherhood, because I realized that I can't protect them from the truth, so I might as well give it to them as healthy as possible, because they were receiving somewhat of the truth in a very unhealthy manner. It was very spiteful to me. And my son, my oldest son, is probably um, just like me in terms of his wisdom, and he's very protective over me. And he was beginning to feel animosity towards his father because his father was speaking ill of me in regards to our marriage, and it just was untruths that I had to present to my son. And my son is not even 7 yet, so and this happened beginning about approximately about a year ago, and it was sad. It really was, but hey, that's where the cookie crumbles. So I would suggest to, if you want to go the route of protecting him or her, you need to ensure that the other parent is down with that too. Because if the other parent is doing something counter to what you're doing, and you have custody and you're the one with that child, you're the one with the biggest influence, you need to make sure that if anything is said, you guys are on the same accord and you guys are saying the same thing. If you want to protect whatever the truth was that might be a little bit too hurtful or too painful for children. um, I'm a firm believer, however, in telling the truth and raising some strength in them. And because my kids, my two oldest are from my first marriage, and my baby is from my second marriage, and my two oldest have been through two divorces. particularly my oldest son, because when my daughter was born, I was left my first husband in Mo. I knew Mo for a very long time, so it really went kind of hand in hand. And um, my daughter was a baby. All she knew was Mo until my first husband came back around. And by that time, she didn't even want to deal with him because she only knew one daddy. So my oldest son has gone through divorce twice with me. And I see how strong he is. I see how compassionate he is. And I also see how protective he is of me, because many nights I would be in my room by myself and he would knock on the door and catch me crying. We're talking about a little boy who has seen me sick because I didn't know how to properly gauge my stress. And our kids are stronger than we give them credit for. And if we just remain honest with them, they'll appreciate it, and they know that they can trust you. Uh, my son and I already share secrets, already share intimate things and intimate feelings that I know I had to prove to him that I wasn't going to walk away, like how he felt abandoned from his two fathers. And I do say two fathers because my second husband did step in and assume great responsibility in taking care of my oldest two in my first husband's absence, and to this day, honestly. Um, and you need to be prepared for that, because you want to prepare your children for when you begin to date again, or when you begin to bring friends by who are men, because immediately they're going to go on guard because they're like, oh, hold on, who are you? You're not my dad. So make sure that there's an open line of communication, no matter what the age. If they're 2, then communicate what the process is as a 2-year-old, 4, 6, 8, 15, whatever. Just remain honest, because we can't be preaching tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth to our kids, and we're not doing it. And that is very, very, children pick that up. They see the fakeness. They see you not real. They see when you raw and open and you being vulnerable. They see all of that, and we don't give them that credit. And often in any type of history or religion, we're told to be like children for a reason, and that's because they're so in tune and so um, keyed into that lock of spiritual self, because they're not in a phase of having to prove anything to anybody, and their innocence is beauty, but their innocence also picks up that which is not beauty. And you need to make sure that you're nurturing that, and being completely, totally honest, and allowing them to have some type of a forum to express how they feel about the divorce, to express their anger, to express their hurt, their pain, their happy, um, whatever. So just make sure that you're honest. That would be my suggestion. I tried to protect them, and then realized that all I had to do was wind up being honest, and it would have been a much easier process for them. So that is the question for the day. That is the topic for the day. Again, I will be back in a couple of hours to do 2 shows back to back. I have not decided on topic yet, so make sure that you tune in, and you tell a friend to tell another friend to tell one more friend that Soldiers TV is here to uplift my Black women in this fight, in this struggle, in this movement, to ensure that we are prepared and totally equipped to heal our community, because it rests in the palm of our hands. And once we get out this mother, we're going to help rebuild the great nation of Black folk. Alright? So you guys do what it do. I'm Lady Crenshaw, and I'm out.